has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Howell. A quick throw there is incomplete. This defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. And once more, Howell back to the air. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let them get it.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by a third-year pro and 3rd overall pick from North Dakota State. He's battled injuries early in his career, trying to stay healthy now, and that's Trey Lance.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A nice run on first down, gets him 6 yards to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4. They run again with Dowdle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked out a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 11 carries, 59 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 3rd and 8 as they've got it as we resume action. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Powell. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Howe will throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Let's take it inside his own 40. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Lance now on 1st down. Tolbert hauls in the out route. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Triple foul. Unnecessary run. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Pierce is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And Lance now to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, Howell. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Now a 2nd and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A final shot before half for Lance. Fires a slant, completes it, Tolbert. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 40.
Throwing now is Lance. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Lance looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. But officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. his second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Aubrey good with the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Giants 7.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Stays on his feet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Powell. Oh, and that is incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Powell's throw brought in by Bellinger. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. But now Dallas gets set to take the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Pierce now up the middle. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Lance. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson to return. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try the right side here with White. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something when you crowd the line of scrimmage.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One final try now for Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Pass interference.
Let's check in with our referee. Of course, the game can end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.